Let me ask you a question. How many of you guys is like really just fed up with how things been going for yourself lately and you've been thinking about quitting your job? You've been thinking about maybe getting a new job. You're just looking for like a better income. So I'm about to give you some game and drop some jewels on you, all right? Did you know that you can get into the Airbnb business without owning any property? Just like I said, you don't have to own any property. But there's a couple key factors that you got to think about. The first one is you can actually go and do something called rental arbitrage. All right. Here's rental arbitrage. You go get a property and you get it under lease. Okay. You get a lease in your name and your company's name to rent out the property. The super duper important part about that is that if the property doesn't do well, opposed to owning the property, you can just cut the lease and move on to the next spot. But the beauty of it is that there's research that you can do, and it's really easy of where you can go to look for property to see, okay, is this a good neighborhood? Is this a good position to have my property? You can get into the Airbnb game, or as I like to call it, STR, short-term rentals. It's a lot of money in there, and right now, off of each property that I currently have in my portfolio, we're like basically pocketing profit after all expenses, something like $1,500 to $2,000 per month in profit, and it's really easy to do. Looking at some new properties now in Charlotte, North Carolina, thinking about hopping into that ASAP. And if you got any questions or you want to know how you can do that, just hit me up in my DM, man. I'll be more than happy to share these tips with you. But I just wanted to give you something to think about, man. You can get out of the rat race and you can really start getting to the next level in your life, and you can just feel better about what you're doing, even if it's just to bring in some extra income every month. You can do that. And STR, short-term rentals, is the goal. There's Airbnb, there's VRBO, there's booking.com. There's so many different platforms that you can get on. You got to start something new. In order to get different results, you got to do different things. And I'm going to just try to, at least as often as possible, bring this information to you so you can figure out, what can I do and how can I get into this thing? Because people hit me up all the time and ask me, yo, Dev, how are you doing that? Like, what is it? Like, give me the game. So here I am. I'm bringing that shit to you today. I'm going to start trying to drop stuff on you every day as often as possible and show you how you can start making some extra side money and turn that stuff into a full-fledged real business. Gang.